Because I really did. I mean, I don't think there was, I gave up friends. I gave up, I gave up my entire life.
Yeah.
I really did. And it was so worth it.
It's like the definition of born again.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. And, I struggled with that term for a long time.
Yeah.
Not in reference to meaning or how it's described in the Bible. I think it's a true thing. It's biblical. But I had so much baggage and just a lot of things that followed me from that life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In reference to continuous sin that I was in, in reference to just habits that I had committed myself to.
Yeah.
I started smoking.
Yeah.
Just tobacco, just typical tobacco. And I met Lauren, my wife, and she's like, well, if you're going to do that, you need a knot. And I was like, okay, well, you're good enough.
Want me around, you're stopping.
Yeah. And I remember that, the gentleman that was, pastoring me and all through that, he had gone over like your body is a temple for the Holy Spirit. You need to keep, so I was like, all right, well, if that's the case, then I'm done.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like the Lord had broken every addiction I had. I mean, it was, it was, and I think that was also, to your question beforehand, I think it was a culture shock.
Sure.
Because I had gone from the person that would have criticized you for being religious.
Right.
Yeah.
I had the opinion, if you were religious, and I mean no disregard, I mean I'm the one sitting here, you were either just not smart, or you were just a person that couldn't handle reality in reference to it being
the crutch idea.
Yeah. So you couldn't handle that. Yeah. So you had to just bond to something.
Yes.
And then I'm over here saying it is the way, the truth, and the life.
Right.
And I think it was like a what in the world? I remember I had extended family that was like, wait, this is serious? I think a couple months ago you would have been barking up our, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, if you want to talk about born again, I was born again, and Lauren reminds me all the time.
Yeah.
And it was obviously a lot more when I was a fresh, new Christian. That's behind you.
Yeah.
That's because I remember talking to Lauren's dad. Hey, I'm planning on marrying your daughter, and I want to let you know that this was my life. Mm-hmm. And I was talking to him like, this is my plan. And he looked at me and he was like, son, which broke me. Yeah. You're born again.
He's a pastor, right?
No, he's not.
Oh, he's not.
He is he is one of those individuals that he has been a Christian his entire life.
Yeah.
And he has been blessed to never stray. He knows the Bible like the back of his hand. And I remember having that conversation like, I would like to ask for your permission to marry your daughter. Yeah. But I need to make sure you know what I have lived.
Right.
Because Lauren also too had always been a Christian and always grew up in that.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I said, I want to make sure that I'm not going to, commit to this, and then you're going to find something out.
Right.
That is extremely negative.
Yeah. Right.
And I had, obviously Lauren had known fully. We probably took the extremely Christian traditional marriage. Like, this is everything about me. This is what I want.
Yeah.
This is what we're going to do, what we're not going to do.
Yeah.
Okay, like, you're good? Okay, I'm good. Let's date. We dated for 6 months, and then we got engaged, and then a year after we met, we got married because we were just so in love. We just had prayed and been so in it and in each other and allowing Christ to lead our lives that, So we did it all the extremely traditional.
Yeah.
It's not traditional.
Beautiful.
It's the right way. If you think about it,
right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's traditional because of the way the world views it.
Yes.
But I remember telling my father, I said, he was like, you're born again. And I was like, wait, I don't have to carry this around with me?
Right.
And I still struggled with that for a while. You know what I mean?
What a blessing for him
I know.
to respond in that way.
And